This is a super looking car. We're in Grey Abbey and this is a Morgan. You don't often come across one of these motors. Nearly fell it down a pothole there. He's added bits and pieces to it. I presume the roll bar didn't come with the original car. Good idea though. But very, very nice. Very nice indeed. I'd have this. Take this boy a wee spin round the block. Do you like this, Shaun? I'm sure you probably owned one of these in your day. And what was that you said? What was it?
4.5. 4.6 engine.
4.6 engine. Wowee.
4554 cc.
Oh, it's a wowee.
No, it's called 4.6.
And this motor is 40 years old. This is still being made.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But they're now fitting BMW engine to, and they've changed the chassis.
Right.
They've made the suspension much more modern, much more sophisticated. This is a most curious suspension. It's not a sliding pillar front suspension.
Right.
Basically, the front wheel slides up and down.
Okay, a pillar.
A pillar.
Rather than a spring.
A kingpin, or a pillar if you like it.
Right.
The spring above, the spring below.
Right.
Just so it doesn't just suddenly come up, but there's a spring to stop it from coming down. And you can see,
oh my goodness,
if you sort of kneel in, you can see the front suspension. They call it a sliding pillar front suspension.
Sliding pillar.
Now Morgan started that on their very first car in 1909.
And they've still got it.
And the same principle of suspension. In those days, they were just three-wheelers. Up until 1936, Morgan made nothing but three-wheelers. And they're very valuable now, those ones. In 1936, they started making one with four wheels, which they called the 4-4. Ford engine, four wheels, 4-4.
4-4.
The 4-4 continued series 1, after series 2, series 3, 4, series 5.
Right.
So the 4-4s were, they continued up
until... That's a series 1. What are you looking at?
No, that's not a series anything, that's a plus 8.
That's a plus 8. Right,
the 8, you know, the 8-cylinder engine. So it's a plus 8.
Out for a walk and you...
That is, because when we passed it, I said, I would love to pop that bonnet and look inside. Well, you've got your wish. That's brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
It's a bit modified, the carburetor and the manifold and the air cleaner. That's not standard Rover. That's, of course, a few years after that they started fuel injecting them. That's just a carburetor,
right.
Of course, which you can see there.
Yes.
But for many years, until more recently, they were all fuel injected. But they stopped producing those Rover engines. Oh, about 15 years ago, probably they stopped the Rover engine.
Do
they still call this a distributor? They still call it distributor?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Right.
You know, four out the corner, the other side. Somebody used to have four-way distributor.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful to see.
Yes, I mean, compared to modern engines, it's fairly unsophisticated, if you like. Yes. You know, it's just got 4 cylinders each side.
But it's understandable.
And
modern engines you can already see.
Well, the modern engines have all these chips and things controlling them. That's the problem.
Let me just see your dash.
Quite a lot of them have wooden dashboards fitted, you know,
Yes.
as an extra, which are very nice, but I never bothered, actually.
Would you have this motor out once a month, or
Yeah, so yeah.
you have to? You wouldn't drive it in the rain then.
I don't like it. I don't like it so much. I've got friends with them as well.
So would there
We
be
go out together
a
sometimes.
sort of like a club?
Absolutely. A couple of weeks ago, we all met at Mount Stewart just up the road, and there were 9 of us there. What do you see?
Nine Morgans.
My goodness!
They let us park at the front.
Right, and at
That
that
would have been a good thing
See-
to see.